Bitcoin is breaking down right now from the uptrending support from this bigger rising wedge formation. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk about the potential target for Bitcoin to the downside, which levels we basically need to hold in order to remain this uptrend that we are seeing so far right here. And I want to have a quick talk about the sentiment that we are seeing right now in the crypto space. So guys, all about that in today's video. Let's jump straight into it. Before we jumping into it, of course, smash up that like button. Very much appreciated. Let's go to the daily time frame first, and this is something I've been saying in my previous video as well. We are going to get a breakout either right here to the upside, break 25,000 US dollar decisively, or we are going to see a breakdown from this rising wedge structure. That was the upload I have been talking about in my previous video. Right now we are breaking down, so to say, and the likelihood breaking down was also higher to breaking up, as we had a lot of bearish signals during the end of this formation. We got a lot of bearish divergences. However, we haven't really broken that support level, which we are doing right now. So guys, when we bring out the relative strength index on the daily time frame, we can also see that we broke that uptrend in support. We already broke that yesterday. So that was a early signal that we most likely are going to see a breakout to the downside. Also, when we go to Will Portal right here, we can see that the buying pressure is actually quite low recently. And also when we scroll down, we can see some interesting short-term signals right here. For example, 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, we got a big sell signal off on the 1 hour time frame. And we also saw that being expressed in the Bitcoin price, as we already got a couple of hours ago that sell signal, and afterwards we are seeing the price coming down. So again, Will Portal really proves itself to be a very valuable platform in my opinion. We are also seeing some contrarian signs right here, guys, which I want to mention as well. That is the funding rate. So I want to have a talk about the basic consensus right now on crypto Twitter, the sentiment of the crypto markets. What are we seeing? Well, we are seeing that the majority right now is shorting at least Bitcoin collateralized contracts. When we go to USDT contracts, we can see that the funding rate is slightly positive, but that is just very minimal. Normally, when things look more bearish rather than bullish, you want to see a green bar right here. You basically want to see positive funding rates. We do have positive funding rates right now, but it's still quite low, which basically means that the majority of the traders out there is quite bearish on Bitcoin. And guys, what we are normally seeing is that when everybody expects Bitcoin to dump right here, most likely it won't happen, and vice versa. It doesn't mean that it cannot happen at all, but it's actually a simple mechanism behind that, which I will explain right now. That is that, imagine, guys, that if everybody right here is thinking that Bitcoin is going to see this drop and going to break out to the downside, then most of that people, or mostly all of those who really expect that, they've already sold Bitcoin. They already sold Bitcoin, they're shorting Bitcoin, which means that there are no really sellers left, because all the people who are bearish, they already sold. That is priced in, which eventually leaves us with only buyers in the markets. And I'm not saying that that is the case right now, right here. Definitely looks, from a technical standpoint right here, definitely looks that we are going to get a correction right here in the Bitcoin price. But it is very important, and I want to make you guys aware of this, it's very important to look what is happening during a correction, during a pullback right here in the sentiment. If people are completely bearish, which I'm seeing right now, there are a lot of polls going on over on Twitter. You can see that the majority definitely expecting Bitcoin to see a further drop. I would say it would be less likely for that to occur, to come to the levels right here, or maybe even surpass these levels of 20k. In the end, it's possible, of course, and we can see it also later in the future. I definitely think we are due for a bigger pullback as well, depending also a little bit on the regular financial markets, but it will come at the moment that most people won't expect it, which is that the trust, the confidence is back in the markets, and right now we haven't really seen that confidence coming back. We already had a 70% correction. We have it looks like kind of retracement right here, and right now we are breaking back down. But yeah, so far I don't want to become too bearish as of yet, because I'm seeing that the majority out there is actually quite bearish. What we are going to do, guys, we are going to draw the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom right here till the top of this move. And then we can see we have a very important level, the 38.20%, which is at $22,400. And why is this level so important? Because previous times this level has been acting as support and resistance too. As long as Bitcoin can hold above this level, we might be able to set a higher low right here and eventually make another test of that declining resistance, which we couldn't break right here, where the 100 daily moving average is as well. This is a potential or possible scenario that I'm watching. If we really were to lose 38.20%, then yeah, most likely Bitcoin will go to the 20k levels. Most likely we'll see 61.80%, around 20,700. Maybe even come down to the lows right here, with the possibility, of course, to break below these lows. However, I do want to point out that as of right now, I do think this is not the most likely scenario. Of course, it can change in the future. If that changes, I will update you guys about that. So make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. But I think right now the level to the downside to watch is the 38.20%, 20,400. If we can maintain above that level, we might have a smaller pullback, shorter term time frame, but we still can remain in this uptrend with higher lows and higher highs. I think that is definitely still possible. But yeah, we have to see how Bitcoin reacts and how the sentiment reacts whenever Bitcoin is seeing a correction right here. Then guys, I want to go with you also over to Ethereum against US dollar, because Ethereum has kind of been outperforming Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has seen a nice bounce, but Ethereum has seen a very nice bounce, which is also quite interesting. However, I do want to warn everybody right now, because it looks like Ethereum might be running into some resistance right here, which is the zone which we can draw right here. Running into some resistance, which is starting at, let's say, starting at 1950, going all the way up to 2125 roughly. This level has been very significant in the past, and when we have a look at the relative strength index, MACD, we are setting lower highs, which basically means that we have a big divergence going on right here, which eventually also means that if we break support, then we can see a further correction. So it looks like Ethereum also together with Bitcoin are due for a pullback. It's just going to be the question whether that pullback is going to be a severe pullback going back all the way to the lows right here, or whether it is going to be a small pullback and we can eventually continue this uptrend. The level that Ethereum needs to hold, guys, is this zone right here, starting at 1575, going all the way up to 1650. If we can maintain above that level, then we still potentially make a higher low right here and get another shot to the upside and maintain in this uptrend, even though we get a pullback in the shorter term time frame. Guys, let me know why you think Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin during this period. And guys, also very important, make sure to follow Will Portal over on Twitter. We are going to insert a new update to this website very soon, and that is going to be super interesting, which will help you even more predicting the Bitcoin price. But I think as of recently, Will Portal has been very accurate in predicting the direction of where Bitcoin is going. If we go, for example, right here to the buying and selling pressure chart on the 4-hour time frame, then during this these stops right here, we have seen actually this stop occurred at a bottom in the Bitcoin price. We touched support, we got a buy signal right here. Then from here, during this buy signals, we had a plus of over 10% increase in the price. Afterwards, the buy signal is going low back to neutral again, and we are seeing the price coming back down. So far this is actually working quite well, especially when you combine these indicators together with the structure of the price. So for example, you can find buy signals at a support level with negative funding rates. Those are very strong signals for short-term trading. And these buy signals, we are sharing them automatically with a Twitter bot over on our Twitter page. You can find the link to the Twitter page down below in the description. So guys, before Bitcoin is going to bottom out, we are going to see those signals over on Whale Portal. We are going to see it in the buying selling pressure. We want to see that level increase before Bitcoin is going to go up again. And we want to see funding rates flipping in order to get more information and so on. So these metrics are all very handy to use, and they are automatically shared over on Twitter, which you can find a link to in the description down below. Then guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's analysis. If so, smash up that like button. Very much appreciated. For all the traders out there, if you are interested in trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, variety of altcoins on the spot market or with leverage, I'm recommending 3 exchanges. I got all links to these exchanges below this video. If you sign up on one of these platforms with these specific affiliate links, you are supporting the channel and therefore me, and you are also getting yourself a extra bonus depending on the amount you are going to deposit and which you are using for trading. Be careful in these times. Always be very careful. Never trade with too high of a leverage. Most of the time it's better to use a more low leverage with a bigger margin than to use a more higher leverage. At least that's my strategy. And yeah, make sure to follow Whale Portal, as this is definitely helping you out very, very much in your trading game, especially for short-term trading. Guys, I want to wish you all an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.